Global markets are being jolted headline after headline, from meteoric rises in tech, pharma buyouts, and stock exchange listings. The AI boom continues to rewrite records, while political risk in trade and bold moves in biotech remind us that every sector has its pressure points. My name is Enyola Lunge, and here's today's Zoom Out for July 9, 2025, where I help you see the bigger picture. In a moment that cements the dominance of artificial intelligence, Nvidia has officially become the world's first publicly traded company to reach a $4 trillion market cap, according to reporting from Reuters. Bolstered by relentless demand for AI chips in everything from cloud computing to defense systems, the stock has surged more than 35% in just the past month. Wall Street hasn't seen momentum like this in years. Nvidia's rise gives institutional investors a new blueprint for pricing innovation in an AI-first economy. So what's your Zoom Out takeaway? When AI becomes infrastructure, companies like Nvidia stop being just tech players, they become market shapers, and that redefines risk and reward across global portfolios. In a bold and controversial move, the Trump administration has announced a 50% tariff on Brazilian imports. The White House says it's targeting unfair trade practices and responding to instability around the ongoing trial of former President Bolsonaro. That's according to Reuters. Brazil's currency slipped, and exporters, especially in the commodities market and auto parts, are scrambling to redirect shipments to new buyers. So what's your Zoom Out takeaway? Tariffs don't just tax goods, they tax trust. And when politics drive policy, global supply chains starts recalibrating fast. Pharmaceutical giant Merck is making a nearly $10 billion bet on the future of respiratory treatment. The company announced plans today to acquire UK-based Verona Pharma, a company focused on COPD therapies, according to reporting from Bloomberg. The deal is part of Merck's long-term strategy to offset looming patent cliffs and diversify future revenues. Verona's flagship drug is expected to launch next year, and Merck is positioning itself early. So what's your Zoom Out takeaway? In a high-stakes health economy, biotech M&A is the new R&D. Buying time and pipeline is now as critical as curing disease. Guaranty Trust Holding, GTCO, a major Nigerian bank, began trading on the main market of the London Stock Exchange today. This landmark event follows a successful primary equity offering that secured $105 million, surpassing the initial $100 million goal to support its Pan-African expansion and meets new capital requirements set by the Central Bank of Nigeria. Nigeria's NGX 30 index also saw a rebalancing, with Aradol Holdings and Wema Bank replacing Cornell and Julius Berger effective July 1, 2025. Now, this signifies a shift towards focusing on mid-tier banks and other sectors. So what should your Zoom Out takeaway? These activities signify a growing interest in African capital markets and an increasing inclination towards cross-border financial engagements, challenging existing global capital biases and fostering new conversations about frontier growth and resilience in the continent. So the bottom line is this. Today's headlines remind us, whether it's AI setting new highs, tariffs redrawing trade maps, or banks crossing borders, power plays are happening everywhere. And if you're not watching globally, you're not really watching at all. When the world zooms in on the noise, I zoom out so you can see the bigger picture. Which of the stories have you been following? Drop your takes in the comments and don't forget to subscribe.